Hey everyone, this is your host Laidback Abood, and in this week's episode we talk about more games coming to Xbox Game Pass, more information on Cyberpunk 2077, and a first look at the Oculus Quest 2. So without further ado, let's get into it. The Quest 2 is the latest addition to Oculus's very confusing VR headset lineup. The Quest 2 is a new redesigned all-in-one form factor headset, which means you do not need to be plugged into a PC in order for you to use it. It comes with new touch controllers and boasts the highest resolution Oculus has ever put on their VR headset. It also runs on a refresh rate of 90 Hz, which is amazing. Here we can see Karen using her Oculus Quest 2 for work. She launches all her applications on a 360-degree monitor. Take that, ultra-wide monitors. And here she switches to the camera view to see what's happening on the outside without removing her headset. That's a pretty useful feature if you know what I mean. But seriously, I love how Oculus showed how you can use VR headsets for productivity and work. You can use your fingers to navigate around your programs or even use a keyboard if you wish. The Oculus Quest 2 is going to be priced at $299. That's $100 less than the previous Quest that we saw, which makes it the best bang for the buck when it comes to specs. The Quest 2 is open for pre-orders and will release on the October 13th. For as long as Star Wars has existed, fans have dreamed of getting into the cockpit to take part in epic space battles in a galaxy far, far away. Enter Star Wars Quadrants, a game that puts us just after the events of the Return of the Jedi, where it puts us through the story of two rival squadrons. And man, would you look at those detailed cockpits. We sure have come a long way from the classic X-Wing vs TIE Fighter games. I can't wait to try this game on a VR headset and flight stick combo. Perhaps I'll get the Oculus Quest 2.
Disrupting enemy fighters.
Xbox Game Pass never fails to amaze me on the titles it has to offer. Starting October, you'll be able to play Doom Eternal on your Xbox using Game Pass, a game that released just 6 months ago. I love playing Doom as it's like a stress reliever for me. Nothing is better than shooting demons in the head on a journey that takes you to Hell, Earth, Mars, and across dimensions never seen before. For Game Pass PC subscribers, expect the game later this year. In the midst of Nvidia's extremely poor launch of the 3080 and the 3090, Nvidia has decided to delay the launch of its mid-tier graphic card, the 3070. A moment of silence for all our brothers and sisters who decided to sell their current GPUs to upgrade to new ones. I'm just glad I didn't sell my old PC yet, because I'm still waiting to get my hands on the 3080 or the 3090, which is still out of stock by the way, unless you're planning to pay 4 times the price to scalpers, which makes me furious. So Nvidia, you really need to stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
You know what? On to the next topic. Speaking of delays, World of Warcraft's latest expansion Shadowlands has been delayed to sometime later this year. Shadowlands was meant to release on the 27th of October, but the team felt that they need to polish the expansion further and make improvements to the endgame of the expansion. Blizzard is set to roll out an update on the 13th of October that lays down most of the groundwork for the upcoming expansion. With the whole pandemic situation, we've seen a lot of delays on the release dates of the games, so it's best not to keep your hopes high for the release dates this year. Speaking of release dates, Cyberpunk 2077 devs are required to crunch in order to meet their November release date. They're doing the very thing they said that they stand against. Crunch culture, for those of you who don't know, is when game developers and creatives are expected to put in long working hours to meet their deadlines. This makes their work culture very toxic and sure has a major impact on the end result of the game. Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed multiple times. After its most recent delay, the studio committed to the November 19th release date, which explains why a crunch culture was reported. So far, it looks like the game will release on time, as CD Projekt Red recently dropped a second breathtaking Keanu Reeves commercial titled Seize the Day.
Anything, if your body can pay the price. So seize the day, then set it on fire.
I have my fingers crossed for this release, as the game is truly breathtaking and has to be the most anticipated game for me this year. That's been it for this week. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more gaming news and updates. Laidback Abood out.